New tonight, we've learned the city of Pawtucket is temporarily closing another fire station to fix major problems with the building.
The firefighters union says a leaky roof and electrical problems are creating health, safety, and response time issues.
Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian has the story now from our newsroom. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, Station 3 has been on the city's radar for quite some time now, and there were even plans to close it several years ago. But after the city was forced to close another fire station, they kept this one open. Now, just this week, as we started asking questions about the conditions inside, city officials tell me they will be making repairs. These pictures sent to Eyewitness News claim to show the conditions inside Pawtucket's Fire Station 3. The firefighters union tells us a leaky roof is causing ceilings and walls to peel, and electrical issues cause the lights and tones that alert firefighters to emergencies to malfunction. This picture from Election Day, when the station was used as a polling place, shows water backed up in the garage, covered up with rugs.
Station 3 does have some issues.
Acting Public Safety Director Tina Gonzalez says they've been working for months to begin construction at Station 3 and will start repairs March 15th, when the station will close for 6 to 8 weeks. The firefighters and apparatus there will be temporarily relocated while the work is underway.
The roof at this point is about $200,000. Then they'll go into the electrical, fire alarm system, any type of plumbing, and then obviously cosmetic.
In a statement, Union President Scott Giroux says, quote, "I will be satisfied once the roof is replaced, the walls and ceilings are repaired and painted, the electrical is fixed, and the fire alarms are installed, and the drainage problem has been rectified. I feel we are going in the right direction, but it has taken some considerable time to get where we are, and work has not started as of yet."
And we're putting in the investment to bring the infrastructure where it needs to be so that they can, obviously have a very healthy work environment.
So now, with 2 fire stations in Pawtucket set to be closed at the same time, we wanted to know, will this have an impact on residents? We'll have that answer coming up new at 6. For now, reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
More local coverage now. We've learned the city of Pawtucket plans to temporarily close another fire station because of poor conditions.
Firefighters at Station 3, which is located at McCoy Stadium, say water pours in from the building's leaky roof, and electrical problems cause the system that alerts them to emergency calls to malfunction.
With another station already closed for good, Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian spoke with the fire union and the city's public safety director today about what the temporary closure means for residents. Kim?
Well, Shannon and Mike, this building was set to be closed several years ago because of the conditions inside. But when another station had to close, the city was forced to keep this one open. And today, city officials tell me they're now taking steps to make sure the temporary closure of Station 3 does not impact residents who are normally served by it.
That is a top priority that makes sure that our citizens are covered.
Pawtucket's acting public safety director Tina Gonzalez says they want to make sure response times don't climb when they temporarily close Station 3 next month.
We are looking at response times, and that's why it took a little longer to kind of plan, is because we want to make sure that those are not expanded in any way.
The station is set to close for 6 to 8 weeks while crews work to replace the roof, electrical and fire alarms, and upgrade the plumbing. These pictures sent to Eyewitness News claim to show some of the conditions inside that fire station. Firefighter Union President Scott Giroux tells Eyewitness News the conditions pose health hazards and response time issues, saying, quote, "My members deserve a safe place to come to work every day to protect life and property in the city of Pawtucket."
Well, that's why we're pushing to get it fixed.
Gonzalez says they'll be relocating the workers and apparatus while repairs are being made.
We'll still have the same amount of engines and rescues in service and ladders in service.
And it's unclear just how much this project will cost, but Gonzalez says the roof alone is a $200,000 project. She says, though, that pales in comparison with the cost to fix the other closed fire station, Station 1. She says that's an estimated $1.5 million job. Live in studio, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.